prey on people's vulnerabilities? Is that the right way to go about things? Hi, my name is Gabriel. I'm a Brazilian forestry engineer. By the way, this is not pot, this is just a rolled cigarette, it's just tobacco. Yeah, I'm a filthy animal. I still have this horrible habit of smoking. Yeah, that's me. I was able to leave my pot addiction. I don't smoke pot anymore, but I still smoke tobacco, so yeah. Don't mind me. This video is about another topic which I want to talk about today, which is, does it seem to you that all of these YouTube gurus are full of bullshit? Pardon my French here, which is also a Romance language like Portuguese, but does it seem the same to you that they're just using these emotional triggers to hook you into their content because you decided that you want to give YouTube a try, and you have an idea, you have a cell phone camera, just like they say that the only thing you need is an idea and a cell phone camera. But the quality of your videos, much like this video right here, is going to suck, because it doesn't matter when you pass it to your computer and you put it in an editor. I'm using DaVinci Resolve to edit my videos, and then you edit the whole thing, you render it, and it looks great, and then you upload to YouTube and the quality just sucks. It just sucks. It looks pixelated, it looks blurry, it looks like feces. Alright. You can check all my previous videos. After I render it, the whole process was great, the quality was looking great, and then I render it and upload it and it looked like feces. Right? So yeah. Oh, there's an animal right there in the tree. I think it's a small monkey, but let me focus. Alright, let me focus on this. You see, they use these emotional triggers and they provoke you into believing that you need to watch more of their videos, because then you will learn to do the right thing, to use these hooks. And by the way, I'm sorry that I have manipulated you to click this video as well. I've used the same strategy, but it seems that if you don't do it, then your videos won't get views, won't be pushed, won't be recommended, won't be suggested. And that's frustrating. I know that many of you are having the same kind of issue. I'm just looking around because I'm alone in the woods right now, and there are wild animals, and the worst kind of animal that I can find here is the two-legged animal. So yeah, there are crime reports in this area, and yeah, it was a small monkey. I just saw it in the other tree right now. I think it got scared for that I'm here. Yeah. You heard that noise? That's not a bird. It's a small monkey. This very, very high-pitched screech. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's right there. It's looking at me. This is crazy. It's looking at me. We call this small monkey sagui. You hear that? Okay, I'm gonna have to show you, man. I'm completely breaking my focus here. I'll have to show you this one. All right, let me show you. It's right there. Look. It's looking in this direction. Look, I don't want to scare it off. Look, it's right there. Can you see it? I can't zoom because the zoom in this cell phone is horse shit. Right there. You saw the movement? Yeah. Look. It's looking right here. Look. You see it? It's a sagui. There's a whole family of them in there, but I'm just seeing one. because they usually travel in packs. There. You see? Oh man, this is awesome. Funny little creature. Yeah, it's a whole family. I see the others now. I'm trying to unzoom, but my hands are kind of sweaty right now. See, if you stay quiet, you'll see animals in the woods. And they're really, you see, it's kind of curious to know what the fuck am I doing here in the woods, man. What's this strange animal doing here? Hey little buddies, I don't have food for you. I know you want food, but I just don't have it. You guys just... I was talking about something so negative, and then these little fellas showed up, and they have just made me kind of a happier person temporarily. Hey little fella. It's really curious to know what the hell is that animal, man. Really cool. Really cool. They're very curious to know what the hell is this guy doing here. Their hands movement are so much like human hands, man. It only doesn't have the opposing thumb, you know, but their movements, their head movements and hand movements and everything are so human-like. Their curiosity as well. This is really cool. Cool wild animals. Anyway, let's get back to our talk, alright? I think I've shown enough and exposed these little fellas enough. This was so cool to watch, man. Hope you enjoyed. So, yeah, you clicked this video because of FOMO, right? And the fear of missing out. And these gurus, they're using the same thing, these emotional triggers, to disqualify your work. Maybe you're an expert in your area, right? In your field of expertise. An expert in your field of expertise. Man, I'm a genius, you know. Uncomprehended genius. Man, what a joke. Anyway, they use these emotional triggers because they want you to buy their courses. They disqualify your work. They press your buttons like, are you feeling frustrated because of this and that? Yeah, all you need, buddy, is to watch my videos. All you need, buddy, is to buy my course, you know, because then you will grow your channel. Yeah, buddy. Buy my course. The link is on the description, you know. Yeah, man. And the story repeats over and over and over, and their videos are always the same. Your thumbnail sucks. The thumbnail sucks. Your title sucks. Your life sucks. Is not interesting enough for people to want to watch anything that you're doing, because why would someone, right? And it seems like the only way to grow on YouTube is now talking about that kind of stuff. And then this is why, I don't know if you ever noticed, but this is why you see so many copy-paste titles and thumbs. I'm a 60-year-old man and I avoid people. This is why. They hate that you go to work, do your job, and then go home. Which else? Tell me in the comments. What other copy-paste titles are you seeing all the time in your feed? Because those videos are blowing up. Those videos are blowing up. So it seems like the only way to blow up, the only way to make a difference in the world, showing your perspective in life, is that copy-paste. Because Why be creative, right? And oh yeah. Try to argue with those gurus, man. They will repeat the same emotional triggers of FOMO and whatever. They will mess with your mind, man. They will say that you don't deserve it because your content sucks, because the quality of your everything sucks. But all you need is a cell phone camera and an idea. No, all you need is that. But your content sucks, your life sucks, your thumb sucks, your title sucks. You suck, man. Why would someone even watch you? Buy my course so you don't suck anymore. Man, it's just funny. To me, it's hilarious because that works. That actually works. It actually messes with the human mind that is frustrated, that wants to get out of the rat race, but you can't actually. You see, because this is also part of the rat race. All right, let's be honest here. Trying to make it in YouTube is also part of the rat race. And you see, I have studied my whole life. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. I'm being 100% honest with you right now. I have studied my whole life. I have experience in my area. I can't get a job, and I'm trying to show the world something that I love and that I understand, which this thing is standing right behind me. Okay, it's nature. I'm a forestry engineer. It's a forest. It's the wild animals. It's the biodiversities, the trees, the shrubs, the vines, plants in general. Okay, this is what I love. This is what I understand. But I just can't grow on this. Why? Because I try to be ethical, and I despise so much that having to apply these triggers on people and be clickbaity, with the title, and clickbaity with a thumb, and mess with your mind. And I don't like that. I don't like it because I wouldn't like anyone doing that to me. And I'm sick of these gurus, man, because it's the same thing. Buy my course, link on the description. Or they're trying to sell you something, okay, which I think it's more ethical because, for example, those survivalists out there, they're actually trying to sell you with their affiliate links. They're actually trying to sell you good gear, good equipment. For example, I bought this backpack and it has a MOLLE attachment thing, and it's great, man. I'm loving this backpack. It's gonna help me a lot with those, with my hikes and everything. It has a lot of space and such. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just saying that I liked, that I approved the equipment that I just bought. And yeah, man, I can't get a job. I have tried outside of Brazil, but it's even worse because you file your resume and it will get through a funnel, and then from this funnel, a search engine will search for the exact keywords that this company needs to see, the HR needs to see in order to actually to put it in a human in a human office for a human person to see, and then decide if you deserve an interview or not. All right, so they're only searching for keywords. They're not searching for your experience. They're not searching for your commitment. They're not searching for how much of a good employee you will be. They're only searching for these keywords, and they're only in the interview. They will also not be looking for any of that. They will only be looking if you're an extroverted person, if you can deal with being part of a team, and if you can deal with being bossed around. Yeah, man, I think everybody that is looking for a job wouldn't mind those things because that's what a job is, right? Yeah, and they're not looking for people that have experience, and that's why many companies nowadays they suck, and most of their employees suck, and then they say the the CEOs, the owners of companies, these entrepreneurs, they say that no, nobody wants to work. You failed in life, you're still living with your parents because you don't want to work. Yeah, man, everybody wants to be stuck in their life. Okay, that makes so much sense to me. Yeah, that must be the reason why, right? It's just amazing, man, that they can be so unethical and condescending, right? It's just sickening. And the same thing goes for YouTube, because YouTube is a company, and if you want to try to make it in YouTube, you have to accept the fact that you will be working for a company that has a CEO, that has an HR, and the HR in here is actually the public. Why does the public doesn't click your links and your stuff? Because they're used to dopamine hits, the rushes, you know, they're used to that kind of stuff. They won't click stuff that doesn't rush their dopamine. Oh man, I have to, and it happens subconsciously, you know, it doesn't happen consciously. It happens with me. I'm only saying this because it happens frequently with me. And I have stopped watching shorts, and I made a commitment to myself that I'm not gonna post shorts again, because I don't want to be a part of this, making people be have this dopamine problem. Okay, getting really dry here. Okay, so think with me. Is it in their best interest? Is it in the best interest of these gurus that you grow your channel? Think with me for a second, okay? Is it in their best interest, or is it their interest that you don't grow and you still need their help, and then you pay for a more expensive mentorship then? Because no, you didn't do everything that I said, because that's because you haven't grown on YouTube. And that's why you didn't do anything right. You will never do anything right. What you need now is this mentorship, man. You will never succeed without my mentorship, man. Link on the description, man. Buy my mentorship, man. Yeah, and then think with me for a second, okay? Is it in the best interest of the pharmaceutical companies that they cure a disease, or do they just make these drugs to kind of alleviate your pain, kind of disguise what's going on in your body, and you get hooked on that drug, and then you just become a junkie for their drugs? Is it in the best interest? No, it's not, okay? It's a fairly common sense nowadays that pharmaceutical companies don't want you to be cured of any diseases. Alright? So the same logic would apply to these YouTube gurus, okay? They don't want you to succeed, man. They will even pretend that they're happy that you succeeded, but they know that, especially if you're in the same kind of niche, you will be their concurrents. Concurrents. I'm messing up in my mind because the word in Portuguese is concorrência, and English has many Latin-based words. And I don't know, it's like when you're trying to compete, right? You're the competition, yeah. In Portuguese, the same word too, it comes from Latin, competição. So yeah, think with me, okay? So, are you gonna still keep believing in that? The HR these days on YouTube, not these days, it has always been the public. But the public won't choose to click in your video that you poured your heart out, that you poured all your knowledge out, and that you're actually teaching something to people. They won't click it because you don't mess around with their feelings, with their emotions, with the basic part of their brains, you know. because they're addicted already. They're hooked into these dopamine hooks, you see. And I might be wrong here. I might be wrong. If I buy one of their, because I never did, if I buy one of their courses and if I buy one of their mentorships, yeah, I may grow. But at what cost? But at what cost? Making you feel guilty because you're not good enough? Making you feel even more frustrated than you already are with your life? Is that the right way to do things? I don't believe so, man. I don't believe so. What is honesty worth nowadays? Okay, I'll give you a minute to think about that. Not a minute, but a few seconds, so I can light this stupid addiction of mine. It's just tobacco again. It's not pot, alright? I'm gonna remove my sunglasses to prove it's not. So, yeah, man. What is honesty worth nowadays? What is ethics and having principles worth nowadays? Should we all be dishonest? Should we all be trying to prey on people's vulnerabilities? Is that the right way to go about things? To prey on people's vulnerabilities? From the bottom of my heart, I don't believe it's the right way, okay? I don't. And I forgive me for actually clickbaiting you to watch this video. If you agree or disagree with me, you're free to leave your comment here. Like or dislike, I don't even care anymore, alright? I have given up in a lot of things, about a lot of things in my life. I have given up a career in forestry engineering industry, which is very important for any society, okay? Your toilet paper, from toilet papers to cars, you need products that come from the forests, right? The planted forest or native forest. From toilet paper to your cars, man, you need a forestry engineer, or many of them, all right? Many industries depend directly on the products that come from a forest, all right? But I have given up on that because I have tried and I just can't get a job in my field of expertise, man. This bothers me. This bothers me deeply, man, because I've studied for nothing. For nothing. And this realization is deeply frustrating for me and for many colleagues as well. They're nowadays working in something that has nothing to do with what they studied for. Okay, what they have dedicated years of their lives for this. Okay, just to be frustrated, just to be pointed at, and you're not good enough, because if you were good enough in what you do, you would get a job. You would have a job right now, you loser. Yeah, that's how people talk to you when you talk about your frustrations, about not getting a job in what you studied for, in the area that you studied for. Okay? And yeah, man. And so I decided to get into this YouTube thing because I have some friends that have big channels by now. I'm not gonna say their names or numbers because that doesn't matter for this video. What I'm talking is something different, right? And what I see, it's just more of the same. It's just more of the rat race. Welcome to hell. Yeah, man. Like, if you're expecting something else from trying to start a YouTube channel, no, man. Your idea and yourself on camera are not gonna be enough. Alright, I'm being honest with you now. Man to man or man to woman, friend to friend. Seriously. It will frustrate you. it will give you the same feeling that any other social media that gives you, okay? You will feel like a complete loser anyway, all right? And yeah, deep down, I'm still enough of a fool to believe that this will work one day, all right? But if you go to the channels of these gurus and roll down the comments, you'll see many people saying, I have been trying YouTube for 8 years. There are great channels, by the way. If you go and actually check their channels, you'll see that there are some amazing cooks out there teaching you how to make the finest cuisines, all right, the finest dishes and delicious stuff, and a lot of quality in their content as well. A lot of personal experience, okay, that you decades ago it was not possible, okay? You could only learn that with your grandmother, okay? Now you can learn with everybody's grandmother that is in YouTube cooking, all right? You can learn with a lot of grandmothers out there, but a lot of these grandmothers are not having success on YouTube. They're 8 years and they don't even have 1,000 subscribers, or they have something close to 10. I don't know. It doesn't matter the number, because their views started to fall, right? Their content is not relevant anymore. And have you noticed that I didn't mention the algorithm until now? Yeah, I'm not blaming the algorithm, all right? I'm blaming people, because people, which is YouTube's HR, because they choose what they're gonna watch, they're not interested. What are people interested nowadays? They only want to see destruction events, gore videos. They only want to watch politics stuff and AI made stuff, all right? Stories made up by AI. They only want to watch. You see, I'm criticizing us, me, you, other people. I'm not excluding myself from this conversation. I'm also to blame, because I also only click that kind of shitty stuff. All right? And yeah, I think I'm done. I'm gonna finish my cigarette right now and drink more water, and maybe record another video about something else. But this was my rant. If you have anything to add, if you have anything to deny, if you have anything to criticize, if you want to call me a loser, because I clearly have not been called a loser enough times in this lifetime, please go ahead. The comment section is free for all. I'm not gonna exclude even the retained comments. I will allow to be published. All right, so yeah, see you on the next one. Bye bye.